Okay, hello. Okay, we're back to the end of the line. We'll just continue on with this decode with the September the 1st numbers that I think showing up for this, or at least is connected to it. Anyway, this is Back to the Future 3. This is the end of the line. This is where Marty is going to make the jump back to 1985. So the end of the line here is connected with where Marty starts coming across the bridge that is in 1985, which is very similar to the Golden Gate Bridge. And obviously, there's this connection to him playing Clint Eastwood, which is a connection again to San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge is a connection to San Francisco. And so there's been several connections to San Francisco, the Golden Gate, yada yada yada. I want to show you something that's very interesting now, okay? Let's look at the founding date, so essentially the birthday of San Francisco. June 29th, and I believe one of Madonna's, there's a connection with Who's That Girl with June 29th, a June 29th release date. Can't remember off the top of my head exact whether it was the song. I think it's the song she released for the film. Because I think the film was, don't quote me on it though, 87. That was, I think, was the 7th of. Well, that might be Desperately Seeking Susan as well. I don't know. Anyway, needless to say, this connects back to Who's That Girl? Yeah, the Hoover Dam. Who's That Girl? June the 29th. Okay, 1776. So let's do our number jump out now from that date. Okay, June 29th, 1776 through to 9-1. Okay, look at this. If we get rid of the zeros there, okay, 919. Okay, 919. Oh dear, and of course you could go ahead and do that little number there as well and get a 911 out of the numerology there. But 919, again, if I show you this, the last video I was just talking about pi, and the mirror reflection of pi is number 19. Okay, and of course 1919, the 1st of September, this is this date that we were just going to right there. And again, this idea of a mirror and pi, and obviously 919 again being a palindromic number, a mirrored number. It's just interesting. I don't know what else to say about it. There wasn't anything else I wanted to mention about this. However, I've got a couple other things that I'm going to do real quick. Just some more interesting stuff that connects us back to this 9-1. Anyway, San Francisco, the end of the line. If we go from the birthday of San Francisco through to, maybe this is the end of the line here, 919. So we're getting 9-1 numerology, mirrored numerology, and you've got to remember that the Golden Gate Bridge is essentially man on wire. Okay, so even in, the idea of the wire coming across the street in Back to the Future, yeah, we're going back to Philippe Petit doing his high wire walk between the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center Twin Towers. He also does Notre Dame, and again the Notre Dame fire connects back with the day of the year for the sinking of the Titanic. The Titanic connects back. Actually, I forgot to mention it in the last video, but the Titanic, when they went looking for the Titanic to actually locate where it was sunk at, they found the Titanic on 1st of September 1985. So again, it's just absolutely interesting. But again, this idea of the wire stretching between the two sides of reality, and essentially this is the balance point as you're going across this bridge here. The Golden Gate is that balance point. It's the Vesica Pisces. if you can stand in the gateway without going one way or the other, if you can see both sides of reality together, then you're golden. Golden Gate. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for this one. I got a couple other videos I want to do, and I also want to knock that dollar bill decode out, because obviously you've got to go back to the back catalogue and dredge through that stuff to find the 9-1 decode and also the pi decode that's in there. So I thought, well, I'll just do a quickie updated version just so you don't have to go. It's awkward for people to try and find stuff. I know, because I've tried to look for people when I go, I try to find stuff on other people's channels, and they do a better job at labeling stuff than me, and it's awkward to dig through other people's stuff and find the bits that you want to find. So I'll try and do the updated version of that real quick just so you can have a look at it. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on another one soon. Alright, cheers. Bye.